good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be. Man, I'm on this scene in D.C. with with this at the courthouse. Peter Navarro is starting jury selection today, so that's gonna be real interesting. Because I think you need to just go on cop a plea, man. You ain't gonna win no trial in D.C. So, but you know, everybody's entitled to take a chance, and maybe he feel like he can take a chance and roll the dice. But personally, I wouldn't. I don't know who his lawyer is, who's advising him, but I would definitely be trying to avoid this trial because D.C. is a Democratic town, and most of the people in D.C. don't like Trump, and he's affiliated with Trump. So, regardless to them saying they're gonna be fair and all that, that's bullshit. They tell you anything to get on the jury. That's the sad part, boy. They'll tell you anything to get on that jury, man. So, you know, I'm just this is the waiting game now, and I know he lives back over this way somewhere. Somewhere he lives back over here. So, and every shot that I've seen of him on television was from this entrance. Okay, so there's no sense in me going around on the front of the building when 9 times out of 10 he's gonna come on this side. So just start out on this side, and see. And today, this is what when you want to start doing stuff like this, you have to you have to feel the situation out. Okay, you need to rather than and that's why I always tell people whenever you're gonna do something like this, man, go early. Don't wait to the last minute. I mean, court opens up at 9 o'clock. Okay, but don't wait till the. Hey, what's going on, my man?
Going for a smaller sign.
Yes, sir. Got a smaller sign today. Yeah, yeah. So just waiting for him to come. Huh?
Looking good.
Thank you, sir. Um, so just sit here and wait, man. Just sit and wait. Just sit and wait. So this my sign I got today. This is the one I brought with me today. I'm gonna put this one on. Let me see you crop that. Crop that one. Crop that one. You know, like this guy. Let's see. He's sitting there. He's live. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is what it looked like. This guy is live right now, and you have these cameras. This guy in a black shirt is the one that's always around. So it's this is what it's like. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is the way that he's gonna come. Right here. Pretty sure. Okay. I'm pretty sure. So just sit and wait, man. Like I said. And the thing about this is you could sit here for hours for less than a minute. You know, that's how fast. You know, depends on how talkative the person is. If the person is not talkative, you know, they're gonna come in and they gone. You know, they out. But if they talkative, like this guy is, you know, he likes to voice his opinion. You know, I guess search for sympathy, and I don't think he gonna get none. I don't think it's gonna go the way he planning for it to go. So all I can do right now is just wait, sit here and wait. And that's my man right there. That's my man right there. That's my man. What's going on, brother? Yeah, that's my man right there. Yeah. So I feel pretty confident that I'm on the right side. Um, yeah. Getting ready. See, I'm right behind the camera. Yeah, I'm right behind it. I'm right behind it. That's yeah. But the guy, this guy right here, that's my man. Man, he give me so much play. It ain't even funny. It ain't even funny. Yeah, he gonna come from this way. He definitely coming from this way, right here. Cause he lived back up over in his some apartments back over behind here. So and he walks a court. That's the one thing I found out about the last time he came to court was he was walking. So and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing. He's gonna be what? Man, I ain't had nobody join me this morning. That's on you. I guess I'm too early. Yeah, y'all ain't used to me coming up this early. I ain't used to coming up this early either. So so that's what I'm gonna do, man. Just sit here and wait this guy out. See what kind of press I can get today. And you never know. You know, you never know. You never know. So anyway, when something jump off live, let me show y'all. They coming up. They coming up. So when they come, how you doing, sir? Just sit here and wait it out. It ain't gonna be long, cause he gonna have to start showing up in here in a minute. You know. Hey, what's going on, brother? I'm still in it, still in the game, man. Yeah, yeah, still in. Yeah, yeah. It's time now. It's time. Time for it to jump up. Okay. See, that dude always take care of me, man. Always, always. I mean, he always give me some play. I don't care where I am, where he see me. You know, he's like, there's some things I can do and some things I can't do, but I sure can make you in the back, leave you in the background. I try to make sure you're in the background. And what more can you ask for? You know, what more can you ask for? Can you ask for more? And see, and let me show you this. Listen to me, y'all. When you start, it's important that you establish some relationships, especially with media people, because those are the ones that's either gonna make or break you. Okay? And if you get the media to start liking you, man, sky's the limit. The sky is the limit because every time they do a spot, they put you in it. And see, when I first started coming down here, man, they would crop me out, do all kind of stuff. And then I brought them some coffee and some donuts to all of the cameramen and the photographers that were here. I brought them some coffee and donuts. And ever since that day, I've never had a problem with them. I mean, they see me on the street and say, man, thank you. Still to this day, and that's like 2, 3 years ago. Still to this day, man, thank you for the coffee and donuts. And if this courthouse ever jump off again, like it was with the Russia trials, man, I treat them again. I come back down here again with some goodies. I sure would, cause you know, and see, and I keep telling y'all, it ain't who you know, it's who knows you. Okay, that makes the world go round. And you know a lot of people that don't know you. It's who knows you. See, let me show you. They coming up. I must be in the right spot. Think I'm in the right spot, man. They coming up. And I started not to come down here this morning. That alarm clock went off 5 o'clock this morning. I was like, man, forget that courthouse. I ain't going down there. And I said, nah, let me get up. What's going on, Patty? I said, let me get on up and go down here. You know, I didn't feel like it. I swear I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like coming this morning. And see, you're going to have days like that, man, where, you know, you just don't feel like trying, you know? And that's what you got to work through. You know, when you don't feel like doing it, I mean, and I left early. I got up. I got up this morning by about 10 after 6. I was out the door and walked out and didn't have my mask. Yeah, this guy Peter Navarro is it's his trial today. His trial is today. So one of Trump's one of Trump's they got jury duty. One of Trump's worked for Trump, and he claimed executive privilege, and they denied it. So since they're telling him now he don't have executive privilege, he's gonna have to face a trial, and if he's convicted, he can get up to 2 years. jail. And see, I wouldn't even risk that, man. Man, give me probation. Put me on house arrest. Anything. You know. Let me go on let me go on and cut a deal. Cause you in DC. You in DC, man. You know. Can't win. Man, in fact, they'll give him some black man. He'll get some black man justice up in that courthouse. That's what they'll end up giving him, some black man justice, man. Shoot, you mess around. Yeah, I'm serious. I be trying to cut a deal for house arrest, man. You know, so at least I can stay home. I ain't got to deal with being in the behind them box. Cause let me tell y'all something. You can say what you want, boy, but it ain't funny when them jail doors close on your ass for however long you in there. And you ain't used to it, shit, you get paranoid as shit, man. Yeah, when that clink clamp and they turn that key, shit. You get paranoid, buddy. You sure get paranoid. Yes you do. Yes you do. And God, don't be claustrophobic. You know, it'll really. I remember them Benton cops, man, used to wear my, wear my ass out. Yes, ma'am. Used to wear me out. Thank you. Used to wear me out. And one time they locked me up, and I had to spend the night in jail. And just so happened, one of the detectives that was on the desk, I knew him. I knew him. I had been watching his car for him. He said, "Man, them guys still messing with you?" I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Man, if you can do me a favor, uh, just cuff me to this bench, cause I can't take that cell." And he said, "I ain't got no problem with that." And that dude put a cuff on me, man, and let me sit on the bench outside that cell. Cause I'm telling you, when you get in that cell, man, that thing plays tricks with your mind. It really does. It plays tricks with your mind, buddy. If you ain't never been in no jail cell before, it'll play tricks with your mind. Okay? And don't take that for granted. I'm serious about that. And see, that's just like they talk about this girl Sandra Bland. See, if Sandra Bland's family had just bonded her out, she'd still be alive today. But she couldn't get nobody to bond her out, you know? And she's already paranoid because they trying to get her. And, you know, when you don't feel that you got no hope, when you can't, ain't nobody, everybody you contact, you know, can't help you, don't want to help you, you know, that it's easy to lose hope. So, you know, I blame her death on her family. And they turn around and got millions and wouldn't even bond the girl out. You know, that's the sad part. If they had just bonded her out, she'd be alive today. And they got millions on the settlement. They got millions. You know, and these same people wouldn't even bond her out. Well, well, Patty, it's not about whether or not she should have been arrested. It's about the fact that she ain't had nobody that she could depend on. And for a little minor traffic violation like that, what you talking about? A few $100s for bond? If you paying 10% and they set your bond at 2,000, that's $200. Or 3,000, that's $300, and you can't find nobody that's got no money to help you. and you behind and you locked up, that's enough to play with your mind, man. That's enough. And seeing people, oh y'all, let me show y'all. This is the Canadian Embassy right here. That's the Canadian Embassy right there. That's the only embassy you'll find in downtown D.C. And Reagan gave them that land when they helped with that Iranian hostage crisis. That's how they got that land. You know, that's how they got that land. Sure is. Yeah. So it's building up. It's building up. Maybe I would have made a mistake if I had stayed home. Because the show seems like it's building up. Might be a good crowd here today. Might be a good crowd. But 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 again, I caution you, man. You gotta have a lot of patience doing this. If you're not a patient person, this ain't gonna work for you. They rich now. They rich. You're absolutely right, man. They absolutely rich now. But when she needed them, they weren't there for her. They weren't there for her. They wouldn't bail her out. She couldn't depend on none of them to bail her out. And then they turn around and get rich because of her death. Something's wrong with that picture, man. Something's wrong with that picture. Okay? And I understand, yeah, she shouldn't have been, but she didn't have nobody to come and get her. And you think that, and I'm Sandra Bland, and nobody is willing to come and help me, and I've been on the front line speaking up, you know, Black Lives Matter. Say I've been on the front line, and now that I have a need, won't nobody help me? You think that ain't gonna play tricks on your mind? I mean, think about it, man. And that's exactly what happened to her. Okay, that's exactly what happened to her. Cause she's under the impression somebody gonna come get me, and nobody came. Nobody came. You know, nobody came. And they were the loudest ones screaming when she died. The loudest one screaming when she was her family, and they wouldn't even come get her. Okay, she couldn't make bail. Why couldn't she make bail? Cause would nobody come get her. Okay, guys, getting ready for the mosquitoes, man. That's you gotta do that for the mosquitoes. God, diggity dog. For some reason, she wouldn't let that guy come close to her. That's interesting. Yeah. So y'all, this is my new sign right here. That's my new sign. You know, I went small on them. I went small. That's what I did. And see, and let me tell y'all something. Listen, if your ideas are not growing in your head, they dead. Let me say that again. If your ideas are not growing in your head, in your mind, They did. What do you mean, true conductor? See, when your ideas start growing in your mind, you see different ways to express it. All right? You see creative ways of how to be able to express it from where you originally started. See, because if you end up where you started out, you didn't grow. Remember that. If you end up 2023 where you started out at, you had a whole year that you didn't grow at all. You didn't grow at all because you're still in the same place. And unfortunately, you got so many people right now that are still in the same place. Okay? They're not growing. They're not learning. I'm telling y'all, this might be the day, this might be the day, this might be the day that everything changes. This might be the day. The very day I didn't want to come could be the day that everything breaks. As I'm telling y'all, man, you know, I just wanted to stay in the bed because it's gonna be like almost 100 degrees today. And I said, man, I'm gonna stay in my bed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm all day. I'm gonna stay in my bed. I ain't going. And I said, nah, let me get on up and go down there. And then had to turn around, walked out the house, left my mask. Had to turn around and go back and get my mask. Here's another photographer right here. She's a photographer. I, and plus, they got a truck. They got a truck back here too, back down here. One of those satellite trucks. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait till this guy get here, and when he comes, I'll go back live again. When he comes back, and let y'all see how this gonna work out. Okay? I'll be back.